Hello and welcome back. Here we are, Elmcreek, back getting this wrong button. There you go, Major. Getting Sawmill and Papermill put in. So now, again, because we don't have the same shed as we use in the logging depot, because we use the same shed in the logging depot in 22 as we did in the Sawmill as well. So we're gonna have to make some changes, and we're not using the same one that we used in this logging depot either. There's actually another one that I found, and it is over. If you can hit the right button, come on here. Over in tools, it is called the Shedominium with workshop, and so by Patty and Ikas. Again, a little heavy on slots, but totally worth it in my opinion, just because it's got some great detail. It looks gorgeous, and the way that it's set up, especially with the doors positioned and the way that they are and where they are. I'm really stoked about this because I think this actually might work out a little bit better to a degree than 22. I don't know. We'll see. So here we go. We're gonna just free mode on. Free mode on. There we go. Free mode on. Snapping on. I'm going to put it not perfectly lined up. Doesn't really matter. It's just around the backside of the gatehouse, and then right there. Sounds good. That looks good to me. And now we also did have a little side building here. Now that actually was, excuse me, that was just intended to be like an office, so to speak. So it's in others. It's base game, and it is the first farm shed at the left hand side as you come down, and that's just more for aesthetics. But I was loving how. Whoa, calm down. I was loving how there is again the sort of like a little service door in the backside, and then there is the front door there with the little concrete steps. So we're gonna put that nice and tight up to the shed there, and then that'll be almost like the office that against the sawmill, so to speak. And then there'll be the access there. That again, this will be rare access because this will all be parking. We're gonna get that. Let's just get the pictures up here. Where is it? It is right there. That one right there. So yeah, so there's gonna be parking going on all up in here. And then there's going to be a quick little back access into the shop from the main area that's not necessarily going to be used all the time, but it is going to be there. And then from here, we actually did there we go. We're going to be going into our fence. So we're back to our fence that we're still using, with is the double rod mat fence. So this one it's kind of like an eyeball it, right? Like there's really no, I mean, it's kind of hard. There's no way I'm going to say it perfectly, but we're going to say, yeah, you know what? Let's try right about there. And then we're going to do, let's say, let's do one more spot. See, where's the corner of the office? So let's go about there. Wait, hold on. Is snapping on? Yeah, snapping is on. Okay, so let's leave snapping on. Let's pop that there. Now we're going to let go of that. Now we're going to go, what we're going to do is we're going to put a little barrier in. The same barrier that we used at the gate. Okay, back out. Whoa, too far. The same gate that or barrier that we used at the gatehouse, except we're just going to use a little small one. So that is in others as well. And it should be right near the top. There it is. Now we use I think it was the 8 meter. Was it the 8 meter or the 10 meter? Well, looks like we used the bigger one. Oh no, I mentioned it was probably the 8 meter, something like. Oh no, no, no. Let's just see here. Yeah, that looks more gooder. Something like that. So we're just using a little one because this is one of those situations where, excuse me, the access to this isn't intended to be for big equipment, right? This is just kind of access for smaller vehicles or cars sort of thing, right? Maybe a pickup truck or two. And then that goes there and back to our fence here, way down at the bottom. And then this one is because oh, yeah, too far. There we go. We're going to go right about, we did overlap there on that side. So let's go right about there. And then can we do, oh, perfect. Right there, and then there we go. So now we just have a quick little access there as you come in and out. That's just good. Again, not really. I wouldn't necessarily say emergencies. That's a little off kilter. Nope, nope. That my brain won't let me do that. So what we can do is let's get rid of that. We'll go into demolition mode, please. Let's just try that again. So back to our barriers. Little one right there. And then the building. So the fence goes like that. So let's, yeah, you know what? Let's just try it. Keep it in line there. You don't need, yeah, let's try that. And then we'll, fences, please. Pop that up. Okay, come on. There we go. And then this one, we didn't do an overlap on that one. So we're going to try to go, let's try, ooh, right there. Ooh, I bet you that was a good one. Now, it goes like that, so we can definitely do inside. So how close can we get? Ooh, right there. Boom. Nice. Nice. So, oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, calm down. Calm down. So there you go. So it's like the employee entrance, so to speak. We're going to have a parking lot there. We're going to put that in there. Don't worry about that. We'll take care of that later. And then have just a quick little entrance there. And then we have our main truck entrance. This is all of our truck entrance coming up here. We have the logging trucks and everything coming in here. We have logging trucks coming in and out of there. We have this right there with all of our access to our shed. And then we have our office, so to speak, right there. Now, what we'll do is when it comes to the other, like moving on, there's going to be other spacing because I like the spacing here. I think this is going to be a good one. Might be a little bit of a bigger parking lot than 22, but I still think that'll look good. And then we've got our little office. It's good. We got that in. We'll decorate that up. Just for small stuff. Proceeds to drive. What is this? A 1050. But we can still fit it. There we go. Easy peasy. So that gets in there. If need be, come around. Then again, that's what I love about that little door there. So we can make it like, wow. And I just get squeezed by the tires. So make it like you'll have access there from the office and then into the shop. And then same thing where this is a nice, I love it. Oh, this detail's really nice. Got a little spot there. Change your wardrobe. Get in and out of your work clothes, have a little snooze on the couch, right? And then we have enough room for all of our equipment. Plus, we have access to the back, the back parking lot, which we never did before. I really like this addition. It's not like we're going to use it much, but we're going to have it. And then we have a little access up front. Now, when it comes to moving forward here, this is where the spacing is started. Not from here. We go to the gate. So you can just stay right there for now. Now, when it comes to the silos, because we did put the base game silos or I should say sheds, I guess you could say. Storage, bale and pallet storage. We put the base game ones in there and we just piled them up with one in each product. So we had, technically one of each sawmill product in each. And then we had one extra for all of our paper and carton rolls. Oh, sorry about that. Just went into a little bit of a coughing fit. So when it comes to these, we put one down each. Now, when it comes to the where you place the pallets to put it in, you have the little indicator on the bottom left. You still have to remember when you bring the pallets out, they're going to be out even further. So when it comes to placing these, you don't want to be placing them right up against the gate like this. You want to be moving them back a bit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move this one back a bit to, you know what? Hold on. We're going to have to close that gate for a second because I want to see if we can count I want to try to get it as even as possible, right? But you want to have room for the trucks to come in and out, but you also want to have room for the pallets to sit too. So if there are pallets there, they're not going to be in the way of going in or out, so to speak. So there we go. So that's going to be closed. Let's get her. There we go. So that's going to go there. Gate's going to be closed there. We're going to have the indicator there. So 1, 2, 3. I think 3 looks good. I think we could do 3. Okay, let's do 3. So we're going to do 3 fence posts. Oh, there's the gate there. 1, 2, 3. And then we have the room because we had a little drive that went around the pallets. pallet storage. So let's put our first one, free mode on, snapping, stop moving. Oh, I think my steering, I didn't, yeah, that's right. I didn't unplug that. Okay. So let's put it right about there. Sure, why not? Boom, done. That's the first one. Second one is directly lined right up with it. So we're going to put that right there. And then we're going to do this exact same thing on the other side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, oh, this is the fun part. So 1, 2, 3 is about there. And then now we try to get our line. I think that looks good. Let's do that one. And then we do, do that one. And then last but not least, our carton and paper roll, that was actually tucked in after the fact. And that went right here. Yeah, we want it lined up on this side because with a little ring road there behind here, I mean, it's not much, but it'll still give us a little bit of room. So we have those 5 right there. And then what I did, like I said, one was planks, one was long planks, one was wood beams, and then one was prefab walls. Okay, all right, we got that done. That's done. The entrance there is done. Paper. Oh, you know what? Paper sawmill. Let's place that one right now because we have the paper sawmill. That is the base game one as well as what we use. Excuse me. Factories. Too far? Yep, too far. Okay. So the paper factory there, that's the base game one. We put that one because we lined it up with, I didn't line it up with the road, but looking at the picture, I can see how it is lined up. We'll say, right, oh, wait, where is our bump? Because our bump has a little bit of a side, or our mill has a little bit of a back road, side road, pass by road. Oh, we didn't put our, oops. Hopefully the placement doesn't look like we do any landscaping there. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's just double check. Okay, where are you? No, not you. There we go. We'll just do a quick little drive. And even if it is, to be quite honest with you, I don't think I'll be too upset. We will just be able to soften whatever, because everything around this is just going to be painted and bushes and what have you. So we don't have to worry there. Oh no! Celebrated too early. There you go. Zip that around. That I can't tell if that was smooth because I'm just hitting everything. Like I said, that should be fine. We should be okay with that. So let's get that in and done. That's in and there. Now the next part, this is the fun part. The not so fun part is the sawmill. So when it comes to the sawmill, we have a problem because the sawmill in 22 was part of the platinum expansion that we used, and it had the prefab walls, which is this exact building. So, I mean, okay, so right off the bat, we're definitely just going to place it. Let me just see if I've got a good, because I know it was lined up, so to speak. Oh, right there, right about there, away from this. So maybe move it over just a bit there, and then about there, and we move it out just a bit. Yeah, right about there. So we're going to place that down. Okay, so aesthetically wise, for the recreation, we have to place, we have to put this down. This is the way we did it. The problem is that it doesn't do prefab walls. So this is where I'm torn because I kind of want to put this in to do prefab walls, and you know what, to bump up production if you wanted to. I think this would be a good add-on, and judging by where the spacing is, I don't think it'll be that bad. And then when it comes to servicing it, what we can do, like picking up the pallets and moving them around and that sort of stuff, we're gonna have our room. We're gonna say probably, but that would be a good spacing there, and then we're gonna have it tucked back a bit, so at least the pallets hopefully aren't sticking out so much. Let's try. You know what? Let's try to line up the back edge of the roof. Why not? Let's try that. There, free mode on this time, Major. Yes, thank you. Okay. All right. I don't like the fact that there is. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, that is. I mean, that is what's going to be. I think, because that fits. It's in. You do have room to drive. If we can get this thing through, then a forklift with pallets will be absolutely no issue. That's the other thing too, where I'm trying to keep it as close, but on the same hand too, we still got to do the same products. Still got to make sure everything still flows, and we are going to be making at the end. We're going to be making a couple more updates for the 25, right? Because obviously 25 has some more stuff going on. So I'd like to put a couple extra little things. Nothing too bad, but yeah, there we go. If you can fit this bad boy through, I think you should be fine with a forklift and some pallets. So that'll fit there. We could do some. We can either do. You could either do prefab walls, or we could do just prefab walls. Excuse me. Or you could do everything, right? Because that would just double up. And then when it comes to the actual production, let's just take a look. See here. So paper factory, we've got 130,000 liters capacity, and looks like you can store like 25, because I think those are 2,000. So 2 or 3,000. But again, store a bunch there. Sawmill, there we go. So this is the one that does prefab walls. It does 140,000 liters, and we can do everything. Plus, it does the wood chips. Now, here's the thing. Here, this one, the other sawmill, the Woodchip, is only 50,000 liter capacity. It doesn't do prefab walls, but they both do wood chips. It says there that I get 60 wood chips, right? We do wood chips, wood chips, wood chips. And then same thing here, wood chips, wood chips, wood chips. Has the wood chip capacity, right? Now, if you look at this one, all I see is the dump. I see the management, and I see where my product's probably going to come out. And that's it. Now, if you look at this one, we've got where our product's going to come out. Oh, I love how it's sorted. That, you dump our wood right here. You sell your wood and our wood chips. That's the thing. So that's where I'm very much certain that we're going to be getting pallets of wood chips coming out of this thing. Yet we're going to be getting the bulk wood chips out of this. So I've already got a plan. We can adjust for that, and that's going to be fine. So as much as it's going to be a little annoying, you can at least pull up with a front loader or something with a bucket and just pick up a pallet. So as a pallet comes out, you're going to swing by with your bucket, pick it up, go throw it in the wood chip pile. All right, now moving on. Now we've got all that in. That's in. We do have our weigh scale. The weigh scale, same thing. I just used the base game one. So we just used the base game small weigh scale station. And this one, free mode is on, snapping's on. We have our back fence right here. Now, I did do pass by, like pass through or pass around or drive ring roads, I guess you could say. So we're going to leave a little bit of space there and a little bit of extra space because obviously there's going to be the transport trucks coming through. And we did have the entrance at the back there. So yeah, you know what? Kind of where it peaks out in this corner, I think will be a good spot. Which direction? Let's go. That's too far. I think that's reasonable. Let's try that right there. Now, with us having this in and having this all set up, that means we can finish up our fence because we need to... We had a little separation fence just for the entrance for the trucks. So we're going to go to our corner here. And away we go. So this is where it's kind of just fly by the seat of my pants sort of thing. Not really paying attention to the spacing, so to speak. I was just kind of doing my thing. And then this one. So this is where... Oh, yep, that's right. I did have a double. I did a pull, an actual ring. Okay, so this is going to go there. And then this is where the fact that we can have our gates. I'm going to do this gate right there, I'd say. Don't have to be particular. Just kind of go with the flow here. And then we'll say right about there. Sure, I think. Oh, wait, no, how about, yeah, and then we go right there. Yeah, there we go. That's more gooder. And then because then we had our entrance come around here, and then we came into there, and we have, oh yeah, all right. So then we have the little personnel door that goes through there. We got our weigh scale there. We've got that. Don't worry, that's going to be the end. That's just going to, I'm hoping it works. Oh, I hope it works. We're in. Okay, let me just double check because I still have to put in our sawmill pile or our wood chip pile, and there's a little setup. Oh yeah, a little setup with a conveyor. That's right. Okay, let me go grab the conveyor and bring it up, and then we can finish off this little because I did do have a separate. I did do have a separation for a loose wood chip pile. All right, let me go grab the conveyor and get her up here. All right, we don't make two trips. We got it up. I mean, we may not have tires left on the front conveyor, but we got it up. All right. So when it comes to the next step here, let's just disconnect that first, and then this. Technically speaking, okay. So we're gonna just put it like that. You know what? We'll just do it this way. Now, what I did was I had a little setup there because I know there was a limited capacity. Not only was there a limited capacity for the wood chips, but what I also wanted to do, just because, I mean, from personal experience, is there is a massive loose pile of wood chips at the sawmill. So I would like to emulate that. So what I did was I had this thing set up right about here. Let me just zoom in there. The marks were there. So yeah, we had it. And then we had a kitty corner. That's right. So we set it up just about inside like that. There. And then the other conveyor. Let's go grab that. And then this one we just unfolded and spread it out. And then what I did, I had it spread out across, and then we separated it off an area. So let's just see here. We'll get this in and on. Oh, calm down. Holy jumping. That was a little too much. Okay, there we go. Put that there. You go there. I get run over. So now, oh yeah. So fire that up. We're going to open that up. No. That way. Yes, please. And then what we did was we just extended it out. We try to get somewhat of a straight line. Now, word of warning, there was some adjustments that had to be made. There was a few times, I think, when I came back and I just had to move the arm a little bit. But for the most part, it didn't really move that much. So if we get it about there, oh, no, backwards. Or no, sorry, forwards. There we go. Get it about there. And then we want to be lifting it up. And we had ourselves a little roadway that went underneath it. And it was intended to be, something like, right about there, something like that. And then just thinking of it now, I'm wondering, I think it's in other. Did I see another? I hope I can find it quick here. Okay, I found it, and it didn't work. So I remember seeing these things, a decoration object, 120 and 121 in the decorative objects pack, and I thought it was going to be small enough that we could sit it there and almost make it as like a blocker on both sides, but that's not going to work. I'm sorry, that's just going to have to move on from there. So from here, what I tried to do is we grabbed our fence, and let's see here. So we grabbed our fence major. There we go. Holy jumping. And then we grabbed, I think it was the orange fence. Oh, I hope we still have it in 25 here. It should. We might. Oh, there it is right there. So, yeah, there's the green fence, and then it's like the snow fence is, I guess, the best way to put it. Now, what I did, I had a big area. So let me just zoom out here. Yeah, we had that little area. That bigger area. Oh, and then that. All right. So we made our little road underneath. We know where the tractor or vehicles could go, and I mean it is going to be a certain height, right? So it's going to be somewhat of a height restriction, and then there's going to be the access to it that we want to have, and then we had it start. I think it was about there, so we can go there, and I think it doesn't matter for oh yeah, no, it doesn't matter for left or right. All right, okay. So from here, let's get out because I kind of see where the hole's gonna be. So we had it. Let's see, let's put it right there, and then we just had it go out and down. And then this is the easy part. We'll just zip it right along the fence. So I'll zoom right in for that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the like doesn't have to be exact. Like I'm just looking for just a rough. And then we get past. Now here is where we want to round it back out again. And then get it close to, because we don't need to go. We don't need to go like run it right along this edge. We just need to make sure that it comes along here. So we can actually stick it out just a little bit. Just give us a little bit of room there. Because again, this road here, my intentions was not for it to be anything that you're going to be driving a lot of anything under, through, around, so to speak. Okay, so where's our edge? There we go. So now we're going to go right about there. And I think there should be good. All right, so now the sun, you can see it a little bit easier that way. Can't see it the other way. So then the intention was that we're going to be pulling the wood, the wood chips out of here. We just would have to automate it, right? So when the wood chips do come in, we would get the wood chips. When it's a decent enough pile, we just activate it. It goes up into there. It ground dumps onto the ground. And then what I was using was the wheel loader, but I ended up using the wheel loader with a leveler, and I just pushed it around. Now we didn't get that big of a pile, but my intention was I really wanted to eventually get a big pile of loose wood chips just built up around in there, and then we would have this access for. I mean, prime example now is if there's palleted wood chips, and or what I was using that for was if and when we were going to sell the wood chips, that's when the wheel loader comes in with the bucket or whatever and loads up the trucks manually. Yeah, manually. So there we go. So we got that. We are just going to put a little bit of, now that we're on the fence thing, we are going to grab this right here because we did do a little arrow thingy. Back a bit, let's go back a little bit there, and then we go, oh, I see. Okay, so we need to do, let's do two. Let's see if we can do two like that, and then really you're gonna make me use the individuals. I really don't want to use the individuals if I can help it. Yeah, let's get rid of you. All right, well, let's get the individual ones, because that's where we could do. Let me just see, like, it's in the picture, it looks like it is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that is so. I'm pretty sure we did use the. Memory does serve me correctly. I'm pretty sure we did use the placeable construction signs here, just like we did on the main farm there. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, unless it just could be spaced differently, right? That's the other thing too. Let's go right there, and then I think we have yeah, I guess that's just gonna. I don't like it. Nope. Sorry. I just I can't do it. I can't do it. you could get the spacing proper. It's just, I think it would have to be way too wide for what I want to do. Was that? Oh, there it is. No, not those ones. Did we miss it? Could have. Oh no, it's it's the little individuals that really hurt. Trying to find. Okay. All right, I'll find that later. That's okay. That's okay. I'll find that later when we do the aging, but you get the idea. I'm going to put that in because that was a little indicator. Now, the last but not least is the signs. So we did do is when it came into the transport trucks coming in this way, the thought was when you come around here, we have that little indent there. So what we did was we went to the tools. There is a lights mod. Now here's the thing. There are two versions. So there is, let's just find them. So this one, which one's what? This one is the Placeable traffic light mod. So that is by FA. And that looks like, so there's a left and a right. And you can see the little stop sign on the left and right. So that's where, because it says in the description on this one by FA, the Placeable traffic light, it says in the description, this is a fully functional and freely placeable traffic light. It can be controlled using the mouse. AI traffic can be stopped with traffic light. Two different versions are available in the shop. Category devices, placeable, price $2,606, daily upkeep 0. So with it saying that it is the AI traffic can be stopped with traffic light, so that's my guessing. With you can see because the description is left and right, so it's that whole left would be put that one in, and it's to the put it like that, and then it stops them, right? Or you can put it like that, and you can put it like that and it not stop them. That's what my guess is. I'm not too sure, but that is that light mod light mod that we could use. And then the next one is the traffic light pack, the functional, and it is by Onur Emre. Oh, I'm sorry if I butchered that. The description says placeable traffic light can be controlled with mouse, stops AI traffic. You can pass even if you are in a vehicle. Placeables, buildings, tools, price 2,000, daily upkeep 0. Traffic light trailer, light can change with fold button. It is not possible to completely turn off, price 2,000. So again, there is a left and a right with this one, but the difference, the main difference that it doesn't really affect us is if we go into our store and we go down to our mods. There we go. So this gives us the ability to do a mobile traffic light and 3 slots, $2,000. Mobile traffic light right and mobile traffic light left. So this doesn't give it any indicators like the landscaping description does, but there you go. So there is that option for this one. It's 6 1/2 dozen to the other. So we have both, I guess, because they look identical, right? Like if this one right here, so this is the placeable traffic lights left. And then we have traffic light pack. Oh, you know what? Oh, sorry, here. Let me direct it into the sun here. Let me put that one. So that is the left. And then that is the left right there. Boom. So I'm going to say I do not see any differences visually. So and function wise, I'm guessing the function wise is the exact same, where I don't see any differences. I wouldn't see any differences. I haven't put them down and actually blocked any traffic because I really don't need to. But and our help menu, sorry, let's get that up, because if we walk up to it, let's take that away. There we go. So if we walk up to it, we hold our L1. Nope, that doesn't do it. Nope. Oh, I bet. Is it the left or right? Well, there we go. So green. Oh, that does do the yellow thing. Okay, so there we go. So maybe it's the control. Maybe I'm an idiot. We're gonna go with that. Okay, so then that's all right. So okay, well, let's just see. So now we go right. Ah, I'm an idiot. And there's the green right there. Okay, so yep, idiot. But there you go. So that's where it doesn't really matter to us. I mean, again, they both look great. They're both pretty much the exact same price. Let's just sell everything and verify. So one slot, one slot, one slot, 3 slots. Oh, we don't have another one, right? just verifying here. Traffic light right, 3 slots. Traffic light left, one slot, one slot, one slot. Okay, well, I hate to say it, but I guess that would be for the extra $600. Money is no issue in this game, so to speak. So I would take the placeable traffic lights. I do apologize. I do apologize, but um, yeah, I don't know why that would be 3 slots. Could be a Giants thing. But yeah, so okay. Anyways, placeable traffic lights. Right, we're gonna go this one, and this is gonna go right here. Put it, let's say, right there. So free mode on. There we go. Make sure we don't adjust that landscaping. There we go. Put that there, and then when we have this one, let's do the left. We're gonna do our left, and then this one. We still have our. Yeah, I can make it fit right. I think that'll work right there. So, and we're going to turn it like that. Oh, we didn't do that. That's okay. Our leveling should have been fine, so I didn't see anything move. So we're good there. So then now when it comes to when you're leaving, you have your truck coming up here. You're ready to rock and roll. You kind of turn out a little bit wide and then hop on up. And then out you go. And same thing, right? Come on in this way. Wait for your light. Get on in. And then away you go. And then we still have the aging to do that goes in there. And then we still have also our room because we're going to have some wood storage. That's the other thing too about this area. This area is going to be the wood storage. That's going to be that. Last but not least here, because that's the other thing too. We're almost getting to the aging part. We're almost getting to the painting and the aging. We're going to get back to our fence because that was the other thing that I did. Let me just go back to that picture. Sorry. So what we did was we closed off. Oh no, that's right, we used the construction fence. So with a placeable construction signs construction fence. And then we put that bad boy right here. Okay, let's get this nice and even there. And we did one there, right? Yeah. And then we did this all the way down. Oh, you bugger. Hold on, what did we do? Let me look. You know what? We're going to move it. We're going to put it right there and then leave it for now. And we're going to hop into, where are we? Here we are. Yeah, there we go. We can move. I think that's why okay. Maybe the shadow's a little bit deceiving, but we're going to move this back. There we go. That. Let's move it just right back until we get to know where this is going to go. So this is going to go back forward. Sorry. Forward. Let's try about there. Right. And then now we get our fence. We continue this. Oh, being real picky. Oh, it looks like it was two. It's not the same fence though, but that's okay. Oh, I really don't like that, but will it fit? If we move it over, you know what? Let's just try to see. No, because I have to move it forward and backward to do that. So here we go. All right, let's do this. I think we can do this. We just scooch it right over. We'll get you. Nope, wrong button. You out of the way. Oh yeah. Right over and we're going right up to the wood here. Let's get that right in there. Oh, we can go over there. And then forward there. Try it. Fingers crossed. Oh, we might be able to make this work. Might be able to make this work. Oh, there we go. All right, all right. So now we swing that back into there. And then we get back onto the fence. Fence we can just stake, that can hopefully move around a little bit. And then this is where, let me just double check, because where did we end it? Really? I went right up to it? Huh. Oh, and it does do, oh, that is darn close. That is kind of nice. All right, let's do it. We're going to go right to that point there. There we go. So that's got that covered up. And then we still have the access this way too. So we still have the ability to bring a vehicle in or bring a wheel loader in or bring a bucket in or bring anything in to pick that up. And then what we also did was we put it was the decoration one. So we want the decoration one because that's the bigger one. And let me just, because that is nearing the top. I think I have that one semi-ingrained into my brain. Oh, no, that was a short one. Yep, that was a short one. Nope, we want the taller one. And I think it was the one from the grain storages pack. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Nope, it is definitely not the other one. Oh, there it is. There it is. Concrete barrier, grain storages pack. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So now when it comes to the corners, what I did was I just tossed this right up in there. And then we put another one in there. And I don't like these things when it comes to placing them. Not all of them. I don't like putting them perfectly in line. I like it like as if it has been maybe not hard bump, but maybe a bump or two. So let's put that right there. Let's say that. So then we have a little protection there. And then again, we do have some decorations, right? So I'm going to put some decorations in after the fact. We got to paint the ground, which means we got to age it. We've got our fencing in. Got to put and we got to put the paint lines in. So let me just double check that too real quick before we do the aging. I think I did too. Awesome. All right. So yes, I did do. We're gonna do the asphalt. Oh, there's no asphalt in this game, is there? Really? Oh, concrete. There we go. Yeah. Concrete and asphalt. I think we're gonna go asphalt. Yeah, we're gonna go asphalt here. Then we're gonna do some gravel here, dirt here, and then gravel there, and we'll age it all in. All right, give me a moment here because this is going to take a minute. It's going to take me a definite minute. Action camper performed here. So, slight problem. We did majority of the decoration. We're going to get there. We got to the point where we're starting to load up stone. I wanted to fill this up with stone, and we ran into a problem where the base game vehicles as well as the base game buckets were not able to. Every time you popped in, it would say, no, you can't. So what we did was we actually picked up the Municipal, where is it here? Boom, 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 Municipal shovel bundle. So this is by CBM, Cassy, Blair modding, and this actually allows us, check it out, we can dump. There we go. So now I'm going to have a whole bunch of stone here now. We just picked up the Multifruit buying station in the back corner there. And we're just going to use that. I was hoping to just unload it with a truck, but apparently we're going to have to do this a long way. So let me fill this up and level it out, shove it around, and see how it works. Okay, I think I may have spoke too soon. Uh-oh. Might have to change our plans again, because I notice see how there's that perfect line of stone right there? When I'm on the one side there, it's letting me. But when I'm over here, uh-oh. So now what we're going to have to try, because it did work. It looks like it worked really well for this little tiny hole here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this thing. Now when it comes to the leveling, you can see how, well, you can barely see, but the level is just a smidge off the ground. So when you first hook up to this leveler, I noticed that might be what screwed us too in Riverbend. So yeah, see how when I didn't mean to fold. So when we first lower it, when you just do the lower and raise, you'll see how the tractor will lift a little bit. Boom. So what you want to do is raise it back up to just off the ground where the tractor's not. And then we give it a little shove, and oh, that works out really good. And then I'm hoping we can push this, please, please, please. We can push it for, oh, it's just not letting us. Really? Oh, and then it went away. Okay. Not to happy. Oh, did it move a little bit there? I'm not a happy boy right now. Oh, wait, whoa, oh. Yes, so it holds on to the stone. All right, we might have to do some minor changes here, but I still have an idea, though. I still have an idea how to make this work. And then we come around, and I think we still have stone on our. No, I think that could be something. Okay, let me work with this. But yes, unfortunately, we are running into some technical difficulties here. Let's see how we can figure it out. Okay, I think I've got it down. I think I got an idea. So what I did was I tried to make it where we kind of put a little separation on either end, kind of make it look like we got a little construction going on, a little issue going on. And then what we did, is that just, I think that's just the way that, okay. So now we have the stone that goes in there, that's going to be driven over by the trucks as well. So that's going to be nice and smooth. And no, I shouldn't say nice and smooth. Let's just grab, where is our other, there it is, right there. So, and then I want to add, because I tried something, I have an idea. I think it'll work, because I did overlap her free mode and everything, and it said it was a go. So I think we're going to try it. I think it's going to work, but we're just going to test it. So when you're heading out with the truck, just going on this way, a little bit tight there. Oh, a little bump there, a little bump there. That's not so bad. There we go. And then out we go. And then when it comes to coming back in, you're going to be going over top of that gravel, right? So I'm hoping that the gravel should hopefully stay up. So we're going to come on in here. We got that right there. And you come on in. That bumps on through, a little bit of a bumpy through the gravel. That's not bad. I don't think that's bad at all. Now what I want to do, this is the added touch that I'm really excited about. The pond water. So we're going to grab the same natural water rivers and ponds pack that we use for the main house. And I want to use the skunky water. So we use the blue water, the clean water at the house. So this one, we don't need anything big. I'm going to try, I don't know, I guess the 20 by, that would be a good one. Is this one? That might be too small. So let's do the 20 by 20. And I left that little pile of stuff. Oh, is that going to work for me? Oh, I think it might. I actually think it might. So now we're just going to have to go back and forth. What do we want the water? It's kind of hard to see. Where do we want the water level? Right there. You know what? I just see it kind of pop a bit. I'm going to do right there. So free mode is on. I hope the stone doesn't go away. Yes, it didn't go away. There we go. There we go. So you just got a little pond build up there, a little mud and dirt. So, calm down. So then when it comes to this, we're going to come back around. Same thing when you're coming out. There's still lots of room there. I like that. Little splishity splash into the water. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then when it comes to coming back in, real quick here, just one more quick little. We'll get in here again. And then what I'm hoping, is that the gravel stays nice and stays put. There we go. Little bump there. Okay, we could probably use just a little bit more gravel, but I do like that. I think we're going to keep with that. Okay, all right, so let me finish off the last little bit of details, and then we can do the final tour. We're done. That's it. We're all done. Decoration's done. Everything's done. Painting's done. Everything's done. So here we are, driving on in. So we would be a truck, right? If this was a truck, it would either be the raw lumber or it would be a flat deck coming in to get loaded. Now, the left entrance here, that's anything that doesn't require the weigh scale. So anything doesn't require the weigh scale, we can zip in and out through that entrance. But if you do require the weigh scale, then we're going to be coming in this way. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, I'm liking that. Little bumpy. That's okay. Not everything's perfect. A little bumpy. Now the good thing is in first person too, it's not too bumpy. It looks worse than it is. Now coming in, got a green light. We can go onto our scale. Figure out, well, if we're empty, we don't have, well, no, technically, yeah, we would empty, we need to know too, right? So we go onto our scale, get all weighed up. Once we're weighed up, then we can go on into where we need to go. Now, the way I have it here, where we could be going in different directions here, right? So at this point now, we could be going to, there we go. There we go. It's a little overview, right? So what we've got is we've got directions to go. We can unload here into the paper mill if we want. We can zip around and come around this way and get ready to get unloaded because we have the little areas for our raw lumber. Because that's what we did in 22. Is I had the areas where we had our raw lumber and we had our big loader that would just come in. Usually, I think it was the wheel loader. We were using the big bad boy from, because I think it was the Silver Run Forest Platinum expansion is what we had. So we had this thing for unloading. It was fun. It was neat. That was definitely neat. I mean, that would be a whole lot more fun, I think. Kind of useless for this setup. Don't need that kind of reach, I don't think. But regardless, that's what we did. So we had our raw lumber all set up, stacked up. We separated the raw lumber to the different types because we were just starting out early. We didn't have a lot of it. And then what we did was from there, we would just dump it off into this building because we didn't have this one, right? So we could do a raw dump, so to speak, of lumber. We could just drive up and drop off there into that sawmill. We did drive up and drop off into the paper mill directly, and then from there we could also. That's why I used the wheel loader, because we also had another wheel loader that would pick it up and bring it into the sites. Excuse me. Oh, words are hard apparently. All right, and then from there. So, like I said, basically come in there. We got our sawmill or wood chip area. That's all painted up too. So as the wood chips come out and get all loaded up, that's it. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I just saw that. Let's get that fixed right now. So get our foot there. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have a pile of wood chips there. As it builds up, we're just going to float it up there, put it all in there, and then push it around. As the pile gets bigger, then yay. But it's going to take a while for that pile to get bigger, that's for sure. And then we've got all of our area here. So we've got our storages here. Hold on. I forgot. So a little camera to bump. Oh, that was a little, there we go. Bumping around there, and then we'll calm down, and right there, and let's just do a little bumps right there in the back. Oop, that's a little bit much. There we go. Okay, perfect. Sorry for that. Forgot that piece, part 2 apparently. So now when it comes to lumber, excuse me, we have the raw lumber. I kind of separated it as well, where we only keep the raw lumber here. The wood chips go up here, and then as the lumber goes into these products, they all get shipped over to here. So then it becomes, it's all the raw products here and the processed products on this side. So then the forklift would be on this side, picking up all of the pallets on here and here, and then tossing everything into wherever it needs to go. Now, granted, we do have our paper rolls way down here, but those were really slow. So it wasn't very often that we would really, you'd be zipping down there too much. It would, a lot of the work that I had to do was all up here, right? It was all this product that just kept pumped out every day. So when it comes to loading up, you'd have your flat deck. You can come up here and you can either, wherever, right? Like that's what I like about the amount of area the amount of space that's here is that you have the amount of space that's in front of you that you can drive around every way you want and park wherever you want. Kind of figure out your own little routine on where you like to park. Like I'm one for parking like perpendicular, so to speak, to it. Like I would park more so on the other side, but I'd like park here and then I'd have the pallets here, and then I would just pick up, back up, and load up, and then I would just eat, and back and forth, and that's the way I did it. Everyone's got their own little thing, but that's the way I did my thing. Now over here, a couple little decorations as well as our fuel. So we've got our fuel and repair now on site, so we don't have to worry about ever leaving. So fuel and repair is ready to go. Just did the base game one there, and got again just some decorations up and around, just kind of make sprucing the place up, liven the place up, and we can put a little employee vehicles, some yard vehicles, I guess you can say, and a little spot for us to have a little munch. And then at the front, this is where I'm super proud of at the front, because we did the ground. Hold on a second here. Let me see the picture. Hold on. I know I got the picture here. I sorry, my phone shut down before. There it is. So it is the ground line decals, by Shumino modding, and we put those down up front here because we did all the asphalt up in the front, and we put the line decals down for the parking, and I love how it turned out. I really love how it turned out. So we've got this all down. We've even got the little cautionary area for the door, for the shop. That's one great thing, because it's not going to be, this isn't necessarily a high traffic area. It's just more of the odd time we might need to bring equipment in and out of that side. And then the rest of it is all just employee parking. So now the mod itself there's two versions. There's one version in the fence and then one version in decoration. So you have your white lines, your orange lines, and your yellow lines. And then when it comes to the fence side, obviously it's just like a fence. We just there you go. So you have your solid whites, then you have your segments, right? So you have solid whites, you have your solid white, with flat end is segment 1, and then you have your solid white with a round end is segment 2, and then you have your dotted segment is segment 3, and then it goes to aged. So you have your aged with a flat end, aged with a round end, and then aged dotted. So what we did was we did the orange, and we did the fence version of that, and we did that all the way around, and I love it. I think it looks great. And then for the actual spots there, we ended up going into decoration, and decoration's way at the bottom because we have a lot of decorations in this game. So, but like I said, I'm really loving how this turned out, because we've got all of the aged factor, and got the employee vehicles all parked in there, which is good. We're almost there. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So again, you've got your three versions: white, orange, and yellow. And then this one is you have your different segments, right? So you have your 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, and then it goes to aged 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter. And that's it. That's what you have. So what we did was we did the, there we go. Let's take you off. Oh, yeah, calm down. So what we did was we did that, except with the white ones. So we'll sell that. Thank you very much. And then we did that for all of the parking spots. I didn't go too overboard. Like in 22, we actually had parking that ringed all the way around there, but that's just way too many slots. Because technically it's one slot per line. Oof. But that's, I think it's worth it. I think it looks great. And that's it. There we go. That is the sawmill and the paper mill. So next episode, we're not done yet. We're very close. But next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little touch-ups on the map. We're going to do a little update just to bring a couple things up to 25 standards with the new products and what have you. Nothing too big. And then we're going to crunch our numbers. We're going to see how much all of this costs. I kept some screenshots of the numbers as they've been going. So hopefully we can do a little once-over of the farm, of how much it costs us to do all of this. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming along the way. And I hope to see you soon.